What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel and to another episode of Timberborn, where we are back in our colony of Beaver Hollows, and we have our beaver Jozola up here as our resident forester, not being able to plant up any of the trees because all our trees have dried out, but they're in no danger of dying. We still have 10 days left before the water actually no, 12 days left before the water actually runs back, because we have 0.5 days left of the drought, but it does take 2 days for the water to actually run back here for some reason. So at the end of the last episode, we went ahead and we placed down 2 of our paper mills, and we are now accumulating a ton of paper. We have 214 paper currently in stock, and we have placed down our explosive factory, which we are now waiting on gears. So we can go ahead and unpause these 2 gear workshops so that we can start producing the gears, because we have some unemployed beavers to be able to come and start getting to work. So speaking about the explosive factory, once we start getting explosives being made, and we can come over here, let's come over to our landscaping, and we're going to go ahead and start unlocking the dynamite so that we can start placing some of this stuff down. The first thing that I think we want to do, we have a project that I'm thinking of putting right here. So we need to clear out some of these small little protrusions that we have here. So we're going to go and place down dynamite all over this area. This is one of the projects that we're going to be working on. We're going to clear all of this out. We need to clear this stuff out over here as well. The next big project is going to be for us to expand on the reservoir that we have here, and to turn this whole area where all of these trees and these berries are into a reservoir as well. So that way we can store up even more water. And even if we get a 30-day drought, we should be able to survive. I'm going to kind of outline how we're going to have the reservoir laid out. So the drought has ended and we are now back into the wet season. But as I said before, we do have to wait 2 days before the water actually starts running back down here. But we should see the water on this opposite side slowly coming back down here eventually. So we survived this drought relatively easily with nothing much to really worry about. Beavers are basically just living life right now. And this is how we want to actually get all of this stuff done. We want to make sure that this is going to be the largest reservoir here. And we'll get the beavers to come over here, cut down all the trees, so that way we can start expanding on this. This is going to be a future project. We're not going to focus on this one yet because we do have a lot of the dynamite and stuff that we do need to get first before we start clearing out all of this. This is top priority to get done first because we want all of this stuff to start getting cut down. And I think we already did. Nope, no, we did not. Let's go ahead and let's get all of this designated. We'll have our beavers come over here, clear all of this out as the reservoir expansion project. And then over in this area where we laid down a lot of the dynamite, once we get this building built, we will just start blowing all of these up to open up the area. I might want to get rid of some of this as well, but I'm thinking I'm going to use this for something else. So I might leave that there for the time being. So as we're going to expand on our reservoir, we will need to also go ahead and expand with our beavers as well. Right now we're at 57 beavers with 1 child and 56 adults, but I think we will need more beavers because we need to get down to more hauling posts so that we have more beavers running around to be able to get to certain spots and start hauling for, say, the water down here. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down to our housing and we're going to get a triple lodge, and we're going to place down 2 more of these triple lodge, which will give us a total of 18 more beavers added to the colony. And I'm thinking after this we kind of don't need any more beavers. So what I want to do is I'm looking at our well-being, and I'm seeing that a lot of our social life isn't really satisfied. If I was to click on one of these beavers and look at all of the well-being that we have up here, social life only gives us a fertility, which we really kind of don't need because we are getting a lot of beavers whenever they go to sleep at nighttime. We want to go ahead and get our aesthetics up because we'll need more roofs, and then we want to actually start getting into working on our awe, fun, and knowledge. We already got our temple, but our temple at the moment, if you guys can see, we come over to the well-being here. So our temple at the moment, we are only satisfying 52 of the 57 beavers, which means that with us expanding with more beavers into the colony, we will need a second temple to be able to satisfy all of the beavers with their spirituality. So we're kind of running a little bit low on space to put down these large buildings. And the best spot that I can find for another temple would be up here in this area. If we go ahead and rotate this around, we can put a temple right there. And then with that temple there, we can also just go ahead and throw down a bit more of the decorations. We are seeing that we have a immediate problem. Right now, we want our power to be generating at all times. And with the wind turbines, they're very intermittent. And we don't really get a lot of power out of it when they do run, if we're running all of the buildings at the same time. So we kind of lose on the productivity that we usually have. So I want to, once the explosive factory comes around, this area right here, we're going to clear all of these protrusions, and we're going to turn this area into a massive hydroelectric area where when we have water running on the map, we can use that water to power all of our buildings so we can get a lot more work done instead of waiting on the wind turbines. The wind turbines will work while we have a dry season, and during the wet season, most of our power will come from this hydroelectric power plant that we're going to build up. Maybe this project will be the length of getting the reservoir over here done being built as well. Here comes the water after day 2, but day 2 is actually halfway done and the water is just making it around here. Now we have to lower this thing here to make sure that we are getting some water inside of here. We have to allow the water to run down this way, fill up, and then start spilling over to start filling up this area as well. This will be a slow process in getting all of this water filled back up to the top, but we should be fine. This water, once it starts spilling, where's the water? This right here, once it starts spilling over, I think we should be good. We now have the 2 other houses built up, and all we need to do is go ahead and connect up this path here to be able to get to the houses. And what we will do to also satisfy the need for our beavers in our well-being here, where we're looking at, to get the roof part of the aesthetics satisfied, we're going to go ahead and come over to decorations and unlock these 3x2 roofs, which are some of the bigger ones. So with the roofs done, water is now starting to spill over down here and starting to fill this up, which means that our reservoir is pretty much topped up all the way to the top. Let's make sure this is all the way full up. So because we're increasing the amount of beavers that we're going to have, we already have 7 children right off the bat. That was super quick. These beavers are so fast. They are so fast at making babies. So because we're increasing the amount of beavers that we are currently having, we want to increase on our water supply, and then later on increase on our food as well. Now we're getting a lot of water down here now. The water is now running down here. The pumps are starting to work again, which is very, very good. But let's go ahead and let's grab some large water tanks. And also, if we go ahead and kind of demolish some of this with the dynamite, we should be able to kind of blow open another spot where we can fit 1 more large water tank in. We don't have any gears at the moment because all the gears are going directly into making the explosive factory, which we only need 2 more gears and then we will have that running. So we have our beavers over here. They're building some of the dam pieces, and now they're working on getting these trees over here cleared out. So that way we can start setting up our dynamite to go ahead and blow all of this up. These water tanks, I am actually going to increase the priority on them because I want, as soon as we get gears, we can come over here and start filling these back up. Do we not have a beaver working in here? No, we do not. So I'm going to go ahead and pause. Did we clear out the trees up here? We did. So I'm going to go over here and pause this beaver because I want them to go and work in this spot over here. Perfect. So they went over there and they started working. Awesome. So we do need to get down another hauling pole so that way we can have more beavers taking water out of here, even though it looks like the beavers are already able to keep up, but we do have some that still have water sitting inside of it. So I want to look at where we're going to put down our new farm, and over here is a very, very nice area to kind of just throw down a little farm right here, especially for some wheat. I'm going to come to my paths We're gonna grab a platform, and then I want to run a not that single platform. We need a double platform. I'm going to run our double platform and fill this area up to about this side. If we need to put down some more, we will put some more in here. And this way we can go ahead and place down our farming buildings that we will start needing. We're gonna need a farmhouse. We might not need two, just one. So we'll put this right there, and it should be able to reach everything here. We will eventually get rid of this, and once we clear this out, we can actually get some more crops over here. We might not need a large one, but we can go ahead and put this down here. We'll need to have a hauling post, and then now we can go ahead and get a path, run our path here, and then run this all the way down and get all of this connected up. So this is the future of setting up everything that we need. And now our explosive factory is now done, and we do have a worker working in here already, which is just fantastic. They should be able to start turning all of these paper into explosives. It does take 3 paper to make 1 explosive. So we always want to make sure that our water pumps, and we do have a bunch of people that's been dying off, which is okay. 16 baby beavers. Holy crap. That's crazy. That is just crazy. We do want to make sure that these buildings over here always have workers inside of them. So even if I do have to kind of cut down on the amount of foresters that we have, I will cut back. I want to make sure that our water pumps are always running. The temple here is now done. So if we come to our well-being, we can see that all of our beavers are being satisfied. Even though we have 66 out of 67, they should be fine. The roofs, every beaver is satisfied with the roof right now, so we should be fine. Campfires, we're not really worried about. Beaver statues. Let's go and unlock some more decorations here. We're gonna get a scarecrow. It's Halloween. We need a scarecrow so we can put it down. And I want to place one of these scarecrows right here. We'll rotate this around. We'll place one beaver scarecrow there. Everyone will be affected by the scarecrows, and that will kind of help with the aesthetics that we have as well. All of these aesthetic stuff, if we click on a adult beaver, not a baby, that's a baby. If we click on one of the adult beavers, we can see that every one of the aesthetics things that we have here, they do give us a work speed bonus of 5%. So for a total of 15% work speed, our beavers will start working faster. Let's make sure that we're putting our statues and stuff in. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna unlock this beaver statue. It does cost us 500 science to unlock. And ooh, wow, that's a decent sized statue. We can put this guy right here as well, next to the scarecrow. Right, so we have another drought coming in, and this is one of the longest wet season that we've had so far. 6 days and then 3 more days to go until the dry season comes in. That's a total of 9 days. That's I think this is the second longest, or just tied with the first wet season that we had when we started the map. So 9 days, that is pretty long. And I am very happy for that because our reservoir here is full. Water is looking great. We're having water run down here. So we do have some dynamite that has been built. We have this section right here that is now done. And we can go ahead and let's start detonating this. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes. Yes. That is just amazing. Once we build all 3 of these, we'll go ahead and blow all of this up as well. And then hopefully we start getting the rest of this done. But that was just amazing. I like that a lot. I'm wondering if we might need a second one of these grills. I will keep an eye on everything just in case. If we do, then we can put down another one. We'll just kind of watch and see how everything is over here. We are down to only 48 adult beavers. We did have 1 baby that grew up. So that means we should have a lot of beavers to start working in. Yep, a lot of our beavers are starting to grow up now, which is very, very good. We still have 1 building that doesn't have a worker, which is this building here, but that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. I'm not worried about that. This stuff here, we always want this to be running 24/7, so that way we can get the water pulled out of them and stored up inside of our water tanks. So we're not able to get the gears done as fast as we would like because we keep having an intermittency here, but I might even go as far as to probably let these guys work for 20 hours a day, just so we can start getting our tanks filled up, because even though we're at 16, almost 1700 water, we do want to fill up all of our tanks just to make sure that everything is good. So now I do want to have a few unemployed beavers so we can go ahead and fill up a lot of our water dumps, because the water in here, if we take a look at it, the water in here is a bit low. And we want to make sure we fill this up. We have 1 day until the next drought actually starts, and we need some more baby beavers to grow up. Come on, guys. Oh, this is now done, so we can actually go ahead and detonate this as well. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there we go. We can turn the rest of this area here into some more potatoes as well. The wheat is already planted and it's going to take forever for this to grow. So we do have 2 beavers unemployed. I will go ahead and unpause our water dumps just so we can get some beavers over here to work inside of them to release some water. Let's see how long this drought will actually go for this next dry season that's coming up. 12 days, please. 17 days. Okay, our longest drought yet, going for 17 days. This should be a nice challenge to kind of see if we can keep up with everything here. So we now have 5 beavers working inside of our hauling post. We can go ahead and increase this up to 10. So that way, as soon as we have more beavers grow up, we can just have them going and doing more hauling. More hauling means more water for all of our water tanks. A ton of beavers coming in. I have lost track of all the names of all of our beavers. Look at that. They're just pouring in right now. Beavers coming in, beavers growing up. This is just fantastic. And we have 74 out of the 75. We're now up to 10 children. 11. There we go. Yeah, 75 out of 75. Just fantastic. Yeah, the beavers get really, really busy at nighttime and they just start popping them out. Exploding the dynamite is so much fun. So we now have raised the height of our levees over here to be able to build up our wall. And I think we can go ahead and break this connection right here. And this way we can go and put down some more of the levees, and we'll run a path on here and we'll see how far we can actually go with this. So let's go ahead. One more explosion. Let's go. Detonate. Yes. Let's go ahead and get rid of the stairs. The detonation is really, really cool. All right. So now that we have our large water tank right here, I am thinking of putting down some more large water tanks. We'll rotate this one around. We'll put 2 more with 1 right there. And then we'll go ahead and get a path and run this path through this little section. We're almost done with this. And we do want to start getting up to this spot where we can start working on the top portion of here to be able to run all of this coming around. The haulers here should be helping out quite a lot by moving a lot of this stuff around. Everything looks great. It doesn't look like the amount of beavers that we added have caused any kind of disturbance right now, because we're still getting a ton of potatoes coming in and being stored up in the warehouses. So we're now at 1,700 potatoes. That's ridiculous. Our carrots isn't really moving or isn't really going up, but then the beavers aren't really eating a lot of the carrots anyways, because they're also getting the bread. Carrots are completely full. There's nothing that we can do. We can't store any more of the carrots. So I'm just going to leave it as it is right now and not really. Oh, we have 876. We have spots over here for carrots. Since there aren't a lot of buildings left to unlock, we will go in here and we'll actually unlock the print press. We'll get this for 400 science just to make sure that we're just burning through all the science that we have. And I can put this directly next to this building. Oh, we can't build that. Let's pause. Pause. We can't build that because we do not have the required material. So let's get rid of it. We don't have any of the metal blocks to be able to build this. So that's going to be something that's going to be for a later time. Is there anything else? Oh, we have these beehives. I'm not sure what these beehives do, but we're going to go and unlock them for 400 science. They're really expensive. We're going to unlock these, and they cost us planks, paper, and logs to build. And we're going to place down a few of them around our crops over here. Beaver is stranded. Uh-oh. Who's stranded? Why are you stranded? Oh, no. Buno. Oh, it's Buno. Ugh. Buno. I'm sorry, Buno. But you know what? You are 76. I think you're pretty much going to pass away anyways. All right, guys, close your eyes. I'm going to leave Buno there. Buno, I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and let's blow this up as well. Explode. There we go. Oh, that's so much fun. We'll detonate that though. Boom. So unfortunately, it looks like we're not able to reach these pieces, these dynamites over here to get these built up. So we might have to go ahead and get a scaffold built up to be able to reach them. If we can get up to this spot, we did get to place one dynamite here and we blew it up. That's probably a bad idea. So I might need to go ahead and grab my triple platform and run this down here and get a path and run on top of that. So that way we can get to the rest of these, hopefully. And let's get our path and run this all the way over there. Now let's speed up. And once we get this built, hopefully we'll be able to start blowing all of this up so that we can start getting a lot of our other processes, so we can get this major project that we have over here done. The water level is going down. We do have over 1,000 water with only 6 days left to go. So I think we should be perfectly fine. Up here, we are able to get up to this point, but I'm not sure how far we can go. It looks like we can build this, and then that might be it. Look, maybe we come here. Maybe if we put a platform here, and then another platform right here, we can do something. Maybe we don't even need that. Let's remove this one, and we'll keep it as straight as possible. We'll do that right there. And then we'll get the stairs and place a stair there and a stair there. And maybe we can go up and then be able to reach a little bit more of this stuff and get that done. So we'll see. So I think this is a good spot to kind of go ahead and wrap this up. We've gotten the beehives all down. Everything is around here. Hopefully we get a boost from this stuff, but we don't need to put down any more crops. And we can survive with just these crops that we have here because we are really running out of space to put more fields, unless we're going to start tapping into the force that we have over here. We did unlock the dynamite and we're starting to clear the stuff out to set up for our next major project. We do have these built. Now we can actually go ahead and place one more that I did have a tree right here. We can place that. They can come and get this built. I want you guys to build this first because this is the top priority on this side. And then everything that you can reach over here is also top priority. So hopefully they'll come over here, drop all the stuff off in this section, and we'll get this all done. So this is looking great. Dynamite is ready to go. We are about to start our huge project up here, and we've increased the beaver population again, and this time by a lot. We're up to 74 beavers out of 76. Well, 76. We're 76 beavers out of 76 with 73 out of 74 jobs. So we have one beaver that's currently unemployed, and I don't know where to put him. I really don't know where to put him. Let's see. Can we put them in here? Yep, let's just throw them in here so that they can do some work. And they'll build that eventually once we get some more paper. Paper? We're out of paper? Now we have 140 paper here. They'll build that eventually. Once we get this major project over here done, we will start looking to heading down into this area to see how we can get some more stuff down here. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up here, guys. We completed a lot. We have a lot of dynamite that we're starting to place down and starting to clear out a lot of this area. And this area right here, if you guys want to see what the major project is that we are going to undertake in the future, tune in for the next episode. So until next time, everyone, big up on yourself.